I don't like this, what's his name? Clavicular guy. It will be the first one of his videos I react to, but it looked interesting, so let's have.
I have not seen any spoiler for this video, but I heard Clavicular went to Paris, and well, we all heard about the Jay-Z song about who's in Paris, but Clavicular just found out, so let's talk about it.
Live streamer Clavicular took a walk around Paris and immediately began noticing.
You can't do that.
Yeah, this is Paris now. I want to travel to France and see French people and see French culture. I want to go to Germany and see German people and German culture. I want to go to UK and same thing, get UK culture. I don't want to go to Europe and get Africa. If I wanted Africa, I'd go to Africa.
You know, I remember Paris being a lot different.
Me too.
I didn't. Are we sure this is Paris and not the Bronx, or like what is going on here?
Turned out to be quite a shock.
Bob, be safe. Bob, be safe. Yeah, this is interesting demographics. I'll say that. Yeah. This is
Yes. We had slavery in the United States, so it's normal for there to be black people here. There should not be more black people in France than there is in the United States. They didn't have slavery in France. They didn't import millions of slaves into France. Why are there black people there? Why are there only black people there in some places?
Demographics is crazy, bro. The changing consumer habits of Paris is nuts right now.
not safe.
For reasons known only to him, and despite being protected by bodyguards, Clav's situational awareness maxing suddenly kicked into high gear.
Visual awareness maxing.
This is like This is Giga Risk.
This is the guy, I'm pretty sure, that goes around and likes to mog other people. He's the one who would vote for Gavin Newsom because he looks good. He's a little bit insane, but so this makes it all more funny.
Oh my god. Bro, when I go to Paris, I think of like Claire Obscure. I think of like big Eiffel Towers, a bunch of like...
Yeah, thing is with Claire Obscure, this was like 1900s Paris in Claire Obscure, and there are black people everywhere in Lumiere, and I'm like, that's not France. That's what the fuck are they? Why are you putting in black people in 1900s France? And if you're going to do that, why don't you put Asian people and all these different people? Why just black people?
Elegant French people like sipping their coffee, having some tea, sharing a baguette. I don't expect like downtown Chicago. What happened, bro? Dude, what the fuck happened to Paris? What happened?
It makes me really sad.
Honestly, yeah. Wait, bro, why is it so fucking ghetto here? Like, what is this?
It's going to completely fuck over Europe. Like France, Paris is a tourist destination. People go there to experience, French culture, French history. If you go to France and they find Africa, I mean, a lot of tourists aren't going to come back.
The most ghetto shit ever.
Yeah, welcome to Europe, mate. Not quite what you expected.
Straight up. What is going on?
Wow, it looks so French.
I know, it looks so diverse. We need diversity, dude. Isn't Paris so much better with all this diversity, guys? This is...
When you say France sold the wealth, no, the average French did nothing. Like, the French elite, the same people letting all these immigrants in, are the ones that you can blame for colonialization. The average French, like Baker, what the fuck did he do to deserve having his country destroyed? Nothing. No. If you're going to be against, like, either for or against assigning guilt based on race, and you have to be against it if you're a good person. And you can't be happy for people that did nothing wrong having their country destroyed.
It's amazing. It's so culturally rich.
Clav then made a
If
press
you're unhappy about colonization, go after the people responsible for the colonization, not innocent people that had nothing to do with it.
prediction.
It's gonna get bad later when people start drinking too.
Yeah.
Once people start drinking too, it's gonna get bad.
They didn't even need to start drinking. Alcohol was banned, but it only took a matter of hours for that prediction to come to fruition.
I'm afraid what will happen this time if France wins the World Cup.
Fight!
I don't know what is so fun.
And besides, like, who ended slavery? It's UK that has, through its ships, like, enforced blockade and ended slavery, the slave trade to the United States. And so, it's white people in the Civil War that fought and died in huge numbers to end slavery there. There's always, like, reparations for slavery, but if we're going to go by a full accounting, shouldn't black people, like, pay the Northerners who fought for their freedom and died for to set them free? Don't they need to pay something there too?
Fun about acting like a uncivilized brute monkey. But in my opinion, I believe there's a certain amount of fun in just simply being civilized and integrating with society and playing by the rules. It's completely fine. I don't know why so many people have to get their kicks by getting drunk and being belligerent and fighting people and killing people and destroying property. Like, I promise you, put on a nice suit and just enjoy looking at the sky and the trees. It's beautiful. I promise you, life isn't this miserable where you have to act like convicts everywhere you go. It is. It's low IQ activities. It's fucking ridiculous. Like, why do...
I mean, you have to understand, there's nobility, there's an elite in France, just like most countries. And you had the peasants class, the baker, the average person. Average person had nothing to do with colonialization. Why do they need to have their culture replaced and destroyed because of the actions of the corrupt elite? What you're saying, people that are like fine with this mass migration, it means you're fine with letting off the hook the people that committed the colonialization? That means you are for forgiving the guilty and punishing the innocent. Because the people of France had fuck all to do with colonialization. If you want to punish people that had to do with that, the wealthy elites.
Do we have to live like this, around people like this? It's pathetic. Who wants to be around people who act like this? The answer is fucking nobody. So why are we forcing our people to have this diversity, where diversity usually just translates to low IQ activities and increased crime rate? And everybody knows it.
Yeah, it makes Notting Hill look like Woodstock in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this whole thing might not be about the music. Imagine being some boomer liberal American tourist couple, thinking you're going for a peaceful summer vacation in the city of love, thinking you're going to encounter authentic Parisian culture, and this is what you encounter.
It's even worse because I've been told
Yeah.
Japan is starting to get like this as well. So much so that when I go to Japan later this year, I've hired a guide and a bodyguard to follow me around and only show me the spots that have not been completely ruined by migrants. It's terrible, bro. It
Yep.
is. It's fucking terrible. These people, they're
You import the third world, you become the third world.
like parasites. Their country sucks.
And people who talk about colonialism and evil colonialism, let me put it this way. That's Western values speaking for you. Like, there should be right in the world, right and wrong. You allow this, Western values gone everywhere. no one will give a fuck about colonialization anymore, or feminism, or any of those other things. This is the death of Western values. And people fighting to allow this, to think immigration is good, are fighting for the death of everything they believe in. These people don't give a fuck about colonialism or feminism or all that shit.
So they come to a new one and they decide, well, I want this place to feel more like home. So they go and commit crimes, they beat people, they destroy property, and they break the law. And we reward people for acting like this. It's awful.
Honey, we'll rent a car and get a real feel for the place.
You know what I've noticed? I haven't seen any white people doing any of this crazy shit, yet I only hear about white people being blamed for all of this shit. Very interesting about what people say versus what's actually happening with our eyes that we can see that's been documented on film. Very interesting.
Obviously.
Cool black guy says, I want to take this time to apologize. Hey, listen. As a proud black man myself, I understand black.
To me, it's not about skin color. It's about country of origin, culture, and poverty. You allow poor people from very non-Western cultures, people that allow child marriage. You allow people in from those places. They're not going to fit in well in Europe.
Black people have been setting black people back for generations. I understand not all y'all are like this. I love black people. I believe the majority of black people are great people. I just feel so bad at how violent and how disgusting the minority of black people have to act to make them all look horrible. It sucks. It sucks. Black people have been holding black people back, and women have been holding women back for generations.
This isn't what the travel agent promised us when we booked.
Yep.
There's nothing more radicalizing than watching old footage of the same festival. Fête de la musique, then.
La fête de la musique est lancée partout en France. La soirée commence mollement.
Fête de la musique
That's the France I remember.
now. Then.
Guys.
C'est une mélodie ballade pleine de charme et aussi d'espoir.
Now. Then.
L'ambiance gagne les rues dans la soirée. À Paris, Nantes, Perpignan, partout, la musique est fêtée.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's a great replacement. That is what France is. 0% black 40 years ago.
Gagne les rues dans la soirée. À Paris, Nantes, Perpignan, partout, la musique est fêtée.
Now.
Wow. Diversity still is great.
Quelques croquis enregistrés hier soir à Paris.
Now.
Jesus.
The world you grew up in no longer exists.
T'es bouché là. On passe pas là.
I've never seen it be this bad, guys. I
Yep.
really have. Somehow they'll blame this on Trump.
I don't really want to go back to France anymore.
You've got
You're being replaced, chat. You really are.
to ask some serious questions about liberal white women who saw what
And then European leaders are not doing anything about migration. They just focus on war with Russia. They want to send the remaining white men in Europe to die fighting Russia.
happened at the same event last year.
Crowds of people, mostly young women, were suddenly pricked with syringes in cities like Paris, Metz, Tours, Évreux, and Rouen. In total, about 145 people reported being stabbed with syringes.
Then decided to show up again, presumably thinking the bountiful cultural enrichment on offer was worth the risk.
Yeah, this is really sad to see. I agree.
Multiple syringe attacks happened again, with one man roaming around with needles on his belt. Women were again targeted, one being awed after a needle attack and another losing consciousness.
Even more seriously, on Rue Henry Monnier, a young was allegedly stung and then raped by a man in a home around 9:30 p.m. Jesus Christ, bro.
Yes.
Holy shit.
France has reached such a critical mass in terms of the number of people it's imported. The streets of Paris were left looking like a landfill site.
Je suis au cœur de Châtelet-Léal, hein. Il est 6h40 du matin et regardez ce qu'on retrouve, voilà, des bonbonnes de protoxyde d'azote dans un Paris, et voilà, ici c'est l'apocalypse, hein. Là on s'est baladé avec le
Here's
caméraman
the
dans
apocalypse.
Paris Centre et tout est détruit. Franchement, j'ai jamais vu Paris dans un tel état. Regardez, regardez.
And the
It looks like a fucking dump.
participants of the festival were not too keen on people seeing the detritus-strewn aftermath.
Interpelle évidemment. Et les agents vont
It
devoir
legit looks like a fucking dump.
tout nettoyer.
I remember people used
It's going to be a
Paris like
reckoning.
it was
I think everyone's going to be deported at some point. That's the sad thing. I mean, if they had been somewhat manageable, the solution is going to be extreme because of that, because it was not managed.
heaven on earth. And now it looks no different than a fucking waste department. That's all it is.
Les agents de la ville de Paris. Voilà. Le monsieur va devoir tout nettoyer. C'est moi?
The French? Oh, this is the French being just systematically replaced entirely. It's about, I want to go to France and see French people. I don't want to go to France and see Africa.
Non.
But where were the police in all this, you might ask? They were busy arresting Mario and Luigi. In fact, they made 248 arrests, and now they've been told no more arrests for weeks because prosecutors are so overwhelmed. Despite all the bedlam, the fighting, the S attacks, the wanton property damage, hundreds of arrests, the police and the media came out afterwards
I am
and said
so
the event
ticked off.
took place with no major incidents. Yeah, this is how low we've sunk, to the point
my
where
God.
this level of chaos is considered normal and
Racism. Everyone always says racism. They have no business being there. The France is not their heritage. It's people that have lived there for generations, have paid taxes for generations, have fought for France for generations. France belongs to those people. People that come in illegally have no business being in the country.
unacceptable.
The fact that they came from Africa and they're a different race. They were white people doing all this if they're mayhem, I'd say they should get gone too.
When the French Ministry of Culture proudly proclaimed the Fête de la Musique.
You know what? Hey, you're right. Renoir was right. We need a gomage. These people need to be gomaged. All right? Do it. I would say something crazy, but that's even too crazy for me to say.
They need to be deported.
I'll say that when I stop recording this video.
Music would honour music in all its diversity. Diversity definitely became a talk.
I mean, it's either they get removed or Europe becomes a third world region. That lawless, terrible place to live, and all the culture, centuries of culture there gets destroyed. And not willing to accept that.
Talking point, but not quite in the way they envisaged.
Yeah, we need to gomage the Nevrons. Gomage the Nevrons.
Yeah. And it's making people racist. It's absolutely making people racist. Which is part of the problem. You don't want big people racist. You don't have like millions of foreigners in Europe committing mayhem.
It's fucking crazy. Holy shit. Anyways.
I don't think Clavicula's personal experience of Paris quite matched the message on his t-shirt.
Yes. What happened?
Get out of here.
And it's only one way, by the way. People do this, it's like diversity. Africa isn't getting whiter. There aren't places in Africa that are welcoming millions of Europeans. This goes on. Just whites get erased from the world because Africa stays exactly as it is now, as black as it is now, and Europe becomes blacker till there's no white left. that is the way it works. And mass migration destroys diversity. It makes everything the same. And it's being pitched by people who think diversity is great, and yet they're trying to destroy it. Anyway, this is an infuriating video. It'll be on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Can watch it, kick our Twitch, and I'll see you next video. Bye.